Pantry Talk. This is the sister channel to the Bear Pantry Show. This is where you're going to find honest reviews, exciting unboxings, do-it-yourself projects, and engaging commentary. Belizean black fruit cake, stewed oxtails, warm Creole bread. Simply the best Belizean dishes you can make at home. Watch. Just add flour, baking powder, and milk in a small bowl. Mix, roll flat, then deep fry for a fry jack that is so versatile that it goes perfect with everything. Start the day off right with my simple Belizean Johnny cakes that can be made in the oven or air fryer. All these recipes can be found in my Belizean cookbook Beans and Rice Volume 2. Get a copy today only at www.bearpantryshow.com. Shop safely and securely at www.bearpantryshow.com.
This is the Bear Pantry Show.
Add to stage. I added to stage and it just went black.
Probably the ghost.
Josh, can you come hear it? Josh, can you come hear it? I'll be quiet.
Hold on.
Shh. Bessie, I have to stay quiet for a few seconds, but you'll see me on camera because there's a sound in this room. It started yesterday when I was live. It sounds like this. Like when you pull your nails on a table and we can't find what it is. I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like it's in my brain. And I'm asking these people to listen. And you guys know that Joe is hearing impaired. So yeah, I heard it again. He had to put his hearing aids in. And of course, the hearing aids changes what he hears. I was like, it's crazy. Thank you, Thank you, Bessie, for your thumbs up. 6 people in the chat. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Let me say hello before Joshua comes in. Hello to the replay viewers. Y'all keep me lifted up in prayer, please, because when I had that fall on Monday, the injuries looked minimal. But as we progress, the right knee is awful. And I think at first it was just scraped and then it was bruised. And then it started to swell up yesterday. And I think it's because I climbed the stairs at the library on Sunday when I was looking for that kid to give him the food, right? And it was a lot of stairs. I didn't even know the library had an upstairs. And the next day, yesterday, was bad, so I put heat stuff on it. The swelling went down, but while waiting in line at the post office today, I could feel it like hurt the back of my knee. I'm like, oh my God, is that a blood clot? It can't be a blood clot. So hi Jay, hi 27 Av. Sarah, I just text you now, and I'm trying to send you the link, but I couldn't open the stupid thing and be ready in time. So we got a bad phone call this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. One of Joe's brothers called from Belize. The minute you get a call at 4 o'clock in the morning and it's from family, it's never good news. So I just picked up the phone and go, everything okay? Because I thought maybe he didn't realize time changed. And he thought maybe he was calling us at 5 in the morning rather than at 4 in the morning our time, right? Because Joe gets up at 5. So I figure, I'll call my brother. He gets up early. And then he goes, no, it's not. And I said, who is it? Because the minute they say, no, it's not, who is it? It's his wife. They have been separated for many, many years, but not divorced. And I believe they're amicable. I don't know, right? But she passed and they have like 5 kids together and a lot of grandkids together. And I know some of the kids through Facebook. I don't think I met any of them when I went to Belize, but I feel like I know them, so I still haven't gone and given them condolences yet because sometimes it takes me days to open Facebook. I hate Facebook. I hate Twitter. I went over to Blue Sky. I just posted one thing and I'm probably going to close my Twitter account because I don't want Elon Musk to have nothing of mine. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I feel bad for him and his kids, I think they were still friends even though they were separated for many, many years. And I remember when Joe and I got together, they were already together. And Joe used to tease him about how he was with her and stuff like that. And so I was like, wow, she's gone. She's only 57. And he said stage 4 cancer. And when I asked what type, he said something to do with the lungs. So I'm going to say lung cancer. I don't know. And she was only sick 1 month. And then she's gone. Yeah. Hey, Sandra, darling. Okay, so when Joshua comes in, we're going to go quiet because we want to hear what the hell that sound is. It feels like something scratching in my brain. Am I going crazy, you guys? Am I going crazy? Josh, are you coming? Josue. Josue. I remember when Joshua was a baby and I took him to the clinic for his first set of shots, and the people were calling Josue Grinaje, Josue Grinaje. And I'm sitting there, this is the first time you hear your baby's name being called by somebody else, because when you take the baby home, you're like, oh, hey, baby, baby, this sweet baby, you're a cute baby, oh, loving baby. Hey, now and again, you'll say Joshua, Joshua, but you're saying it. Nobody else has said it, and then finally I'm like, wait a minute, Grinaje? That sounds like Greenwich. Josue, is that how you say Joshua in Spanish? I didn't know how to say Joshua in Spanish, right? And so I went up to the window and I go, is Josue Grenaje the same as Joshua Greenwich? The girl looked at it and goes, oh shit, I'm sorry, yeah. Yeah, poor thing. And those nieces and nephews, let me tell you, they are gorgeous. Every one of them dark skin like Joshua. But when I tell you beautiful girls and handsome boys, and Joe always tease his brother and go, me and you have the best lookingest kids in the entire whole family. The hell with the rest. Because I think Joe and him have the darkest kids. So, anyways, my sister just texted me before I came live and showed me that Dumpy picked Mehmet, I don't know what that man named, Oz, because I refuse to call him doctor, to head over Medi-Cal and Medicare. I swear to God, if I didn't believe that he's not going to be installed, I would have been panic stricken. Because when I started to hate, and you guys are going to hear me use that word quite a bit. I know Christians don't like to use the word hate, but I'm going to use it when it's appropriate. When I started to hate Dr. Oz was when Obama was doing Obamacare. I remember when John McCain did the thumbs down. I have no love for John McCain either, I'll be honest with you. I appreciate his service to this country, but I'll never forget that he was dropping them planes because he was like second to last in his class. And when he got, the one thing I could say, when he got captured, he did let everybody go home first in his troop before he went home. So that makes him a hero in my eyes. But when he did for Obamacare, he was glad to see Obamacare go until he got struck with the brain tumor. This is in my opinion. When he got struck with the brain tumor and he realized, oh shit, what if somebody else got this brain tumor? What? So at least he had some empathy towards the end and he did the thing. But when that happened, Oz was bitching on the TV and he goes, oh, those people without insurance is making it rough for us people who have insurance. They're like a freight train coming towards us just because he could afford to buy insurance because Oprah put him up on that damn show, right? I'm like, shut up, Oz, and sit down somewhere. So I'm like, Oz over Medi-Cal and Medicare, oh God. Oh God, why, Jesus? But he's not going to get in. We're going to keep speaking this. Uncle Joe has an ace up his sleeve. When I keep saying Joe has an ace up his sleeve, Joe think I'm talking about him. Joe says me. I'm like, no, not you, Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe. He has an ace up his sleeve. And I believe those leaders that are talking with him out there are saying, let's give him the shaft. We're going to keep the gold mine. We're going to give him the shaft. Remember that song? Right? So Joe went into the alley today. I always have to give you guys a story because I never know what I'm going to speak on until the Lord moves in my life. And I'm not going to call no names and say no great detail, but I just want you to know that somebody that comes to my show to watch my show richly blessed me today. And when they called to tell me how that blessing came about and the harvest they've already received from the blessing, I can't get on my knees, but I praise God. I did the jig. I danced around. I was like, look, I was happy for their harvest. I was just so happy. I was like, yes, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Because I'm always teaching about sowing and reaping. And you guys see, I told you guys before that God will never ask you for something that you don't have. He will always ask you to give up something that you don't want to give up. Like, no, this is mine, though. I don't want to give this up. Why? And he'll say, if it's not your harvest, it's your seed. Sow it and watch me work. Watch me work, okay? They must pay for hand ballot counts. Yeah, he did say that. He's an a-hole. I don't like none of those people. And you know who hurt my heart? There's two people who hurt my heart the most. Chuck Woolery. That man is handsome as the day is long. Man, he's old. He was like my mom's age, but goddamn, I loved him. What, Love Connection? And he's a douche. John Schneider, remember I used to love him? Oh, he's a double douche. I'm like, ugh, these people got so ugly. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they said Dumpy is doing. But remember, Dumpy is not gonna get in. It's not gonna get in. So let's continue with the story. So when the person called and said, "Go check your Zelle," Zelle didn't send me no alerts. And Jory said, "But mommy, Zelle usually send you alerts because when I send you money, you get the alerts." And I said, "I get a text from you, but not from Chase." And he goes, "Oh, I thought you were getting the alerts. So I'm gonna have to see if I have that turned off or something because praise God, praise God, praise God, right?" So, anyways, Joe comes in from the yard and he says, "Look, I got lemons, lemons." And he brought a bunch because lemons are expensive. You guys price lemons and avocado, right? But we're not idiots. We didn't vote for that fool because of the price of eggs and lemons, right? So Joe got a bunch, and I know my lemon tree don't have no damn lemon. We have oranges right now that are gonna be ready soon, but no lemon. And I said, "Where you went and steal that from, Joe? You know you're black already. Don't go back there in that alley and steal nobody lemon before they shoot you through the damn fence." And he says, "Look, that's my friend." Well, this guy, he's the brother of the two brothers used to own a hydraulics and pneumatics shop over by our shop. Then later they moved to another place, a bigger place that they needed. And the one brother moved out of his house and sold it and moved to some other neck of the woods. And the other brother still stays here. So, but I was tighter with the one brother that moved because his wife used to work in the office at the kids' elementary school. So that's, just to give you the lowdown on the story. And it's his tree, the one brother's tree. And he told Joy, anytime you need lemon, just pick it. And if you need some more, just come around front by the gate and I'll pick some for you or whatever. So Joe went and raided the tree that was the parts that were hanging over into the alley. And so he says, "I didn't steal. I didn't steal. I took it because Jose told me I can take it anytime I want." And he goes, "What the Bible say? How big are your corners?" I said, "Look at Joe quoting scripture." I said, "Okay, that is what I'm going to speak on today." So I had to go search. That's why I came on so late. I wanted to come on at 2. But by the time my sister sent me the thing about that asshole Oz, it was already 5 to 2. I'm like, shit, I'm not going to be ready. I need to have my scripture ready, right? So it is in Leviticus. Who in here can't say Deuteronomy? I know this girl that was a big prophetess of God, knows the Bible true and true, but couldn't say Deuteronomy. And I think she tried to go so fast, she said Deuteronomy, Romany. So, anyways, it's in Leviticus 19, chapter 9. It says, "When you reap the harvest of your land, do not reap to the very edges of the field or gather the gleanings of your harvest. Do not go over your vineyard a second time or pick up the grapes that have fallen. Leave them for the poor and the alien. I am the Lord your God." All right, so he says the poor and the alien. The people who are supposedly elected into power, I'm saying because it's not going to come to pass. Jesus, we got to keep speaking it, guys. They don't like no aliens, illegal or legal, right? They don't like aliens. They don't like the poor. All these rich people, you notice that they're eating each other right now, right? They're eating their young right now. But God says, when you have your field, back in the day, and you go over it and you're getting the harvest, right? Don't stop and pick up the stuff that's dropped. You have to leave that for the poor and the alien. And by that same token, when you have your place fenced off, your 4 corners are supposed to be the stuff that hangs over the poor and the alien and the widows and so on. They're supposed to come and pick those so they can all eat. So he's teaching you that you need to be generous, right? And back in those days, if you saw somebody's field and they reaped the harvest but left so much in their 4 corners, you knew that that was a generous man. And if you saw that they just reaped it right to the quid and only a little bit left over and the corners are small, that was a stingy man. You could tell how stingy or kind of person was by how their land looked, right? I'm like, I wish that we could do that now, but we already know. We already know the stingy ones, the oligarchs out there that are stingy, right? Remember back in the day when the richest man in the world was that guy, what was that guy name? Again, Buffett, named like the song. Warren Buffett was the richest man in the world. He was generous. And then we got Amazon's wife, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. Whatever settlement she got from him, she just spends her entire day giving it away. Give, 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 give. So whenever we meet somebody and we know that they're generous, my mom would tell us, like, if it's a star and the star was like, like had a mean demeanor about them, not mean meaning stingy, but like grumpy, my mom would say, "But they're generous though." My mom would always like generosity really came in handy. So when Joe went out to pick the lemon, I guess our friend Jose left the parts that are hanging over that part for the poor and the widowed and the alien because his he hardly picks the lemon off the trees, you know, so he's like, take it. So how big are your corners? That's what we have to ask ourselves while we're going through this hell that we're going through right now, that we, you know, we can't stop from being generous. You guys saw that I went twice to give that young man that plate of food, especially for his birthday yesterday, and it didn't work out. I don't know what time he's going to be out there. So I'm going to see him again, I'm sure. But I have to see him early in the morning because that's when I used to go ride. But I can't ride right now because my knee is messed up. I had to put a thing on it last night to sleep, a heating thing, and it took the swelling down, thank God. But I have to watch what I'm doing because easily blood clots could form. In my old age, Lord have mercy. No, 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 no. So, um, I believe in being generous all the time. And I think, like my sister was saying the other day, that we get that from our mom. My dad wasn't generous. My dad's still alive, by the way. When I say wasn't generous, I'm talking about when he was in my life. I don't know about now because he's probably paying for hookers. So, my mom taught us that. I'm pulling the socks down because it's kind of tight. My mom taught us that. My mom says, give all the time. And she didn't even say because God is going to give back to you. It's just like it's good to give. That was her thing. Oh, by the way, I changed some of the backdrop from how it was yesterday. I put the my silver plaque where we could see it on this camera. I can also see it from that camera whenever I do a live from there. I usually do my what do you call the thing, my Zoom meetings for YouTube on that camera, but you can still see it there. And then I put my little sombrero and that thing that I don't think you can see that one over there. Yeah, that's past. And then that thing over there, that Belize map is kind of growing out of my head. I've just noticed that. See, it's growing out of my head. I might need to move that off to the side. Maybe up above that thing, that dragonfly. Maybe up above the dragonfly. And I don't know. Does it bother you guys? Does it look like it's, now that I've showed it to you guys, it might be bothering you guys? No. 27 Ave, the girl left him. Sour Cream left him a long time ago. And she moved to LA. Child, LA with her baby daddy. So I heard he got somebody else now to have three picnic like step. What the hell do you want to start? You don't even like your own grandkids. You're gonna start off with three little. Let me shut up. It's not the kids' fault. Bessie, what are you saying no to? Bessie, what are you saying no to? And oh my God, I did such a good video. I did another kombucha video, but I did two cameras. Can you guys just remind me, Barbara, don't do two cameras ever again in life. It's too much to edit. I have several segments that have two cameras where I have to go line up those two cameras and then go back in and edit back and forth from the two cameras. And I was like, oh my God, when am I going to be done editing that video? But I had to do a follow-up video to show that I got a warmer, to show that a bottle exploded, oh Lord, I don't know when I'm going to be done. Oh, the map doesn't distract. Oh shit, I already forgot what I asked. Speaking of Belize, I talked to my Uncle Roger this morning, and he said that the hurricane, I talked to him yesterday. He said it wasn't a hurricane when it hit, it was a tropical storm, Sara, S-A-R-A, and it hit down south in Dangriga area, and he's on the west, so a lot of rain and flooding came his way, and the bakery was flooded out again, but they had advance warning, so they took everything out, all the showcases, the fridge and everything, and they're still sweeping out water. That water comes up to the wall. You have to wipe down the wall from mold, and they got a lot of cleanup that they're doing right now to move the things back into the bakery. So at least nothing, because the first time hurricane came through and they didn't move things out, they didn't know it was going to get flooded. They lost freezers and refrigerators and stuff like that. Hi, Myrna. Hi, Myrna. Yeah, I was just like changing things around. So I don't know what is scratching in this room, but it's sending me nuts. But I was able to get a lot done yesterday. I was able to bring my accounting, because I write things down in a register still, right? But then I have to input it into the computer so that I can give a report to my accounting guy at the end of the year, at the beginning of the year, whatever. I saw that 27 Ave, and I asked my sister. I'm upset because I won't get an appointment because I don't have a failed TV show nor I've been on. What the hell are you saying, Brenda? Brenda say, I'm upset because I won't get an appointment because I don't have a failed TV show nor have I been on. Oh my God, stop, Brenda. And then you talking about Shine. So I did see that girl Erlise that's on Facebook all over the place with Shine. So I imagine Shine was in New York or something like that. You guys know that I was on the fence about Shine. I didn't dislike Shine. I might have even said I liked Shine, but because Patrick is my friend, I kind of like ride with Patrick, but then I stay silent and I watch what the hell's going on because why is Patrick attacking Shine like this? What the hell happened? My party is like eating their young. I'm like, what the hell's going on? But I'm done with Shine, and I'll tell you why. The minute Dumpy was supposed to be elect the next day, he came and he congratulated him and kissed his ass. I'm like, F you. I'm done. I'm not on the fence with you no more. I don't care. I don't care. You're gonna come kiss this man ass. This man would sooner spit in your face than tell you anything. So let's talk about this crazy ass man for a second. So you remember the pollster Ann Seltzer, the little old white lady that does the polls in Iowa, right? She's been doing it for 50, 17 years, and she's called elections for both sides. She's not biased. She's very much independent, right? It's like she talked to them people in Iowa. She knows her statistics. She's good at her job, right? And she came out and said when that fool won in 2016, she said he was up by 9 points in 2016, and nobody thought he was going to win. They thought Hillary was going to win, and he ended up winning. Or she said he was up by 7 points and he won it by 9 points, something like that. So she's not always right on the nose, but she's always close, and it's always accurate with who ends up winning. Even if they don't win Iowa, they end up winning the whole presidency, right? So she came out. She always comes out the Sunday before election day, and she comes out that Sunday, which is what the third, and she said that Kamala was up by 3 points, and everybody that understands her and her polling and stuff got excited because they knew what it meant. And then voila, they cheated, and he got elected, right? So, and we're saying elected because he's not inaugurated, he's not sworn in yet, and we're believing he's not going to be. I'm going to hold on to that until it's over. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, and the fat lady didn't sing yet, right? So anyways, that lady apparently quit her job. She resigned. I don't know if the newspaper forced her to quit. And all these pollsters that know their crap, not the fake ones where they just make up stuff for each side, they get paid to make up stuff for each side. There's something green flashing in the camera. What the hell's that now? So something about him that I can't take. See, I didn't get that vibe from Shine because I just saw that he was very eloquent like his dad, and he's a nice looking kid. But I don't like that he kissed Trump's ass. And people could say, well, he did that because he's the leader of the opposition party right now, and he had to make good. Trump don't have nothing to give Belize. Trump don't even want to give us nothing over here, let alone Belize. So you could have shut your mouth. You could have shut your mouth. Just sit down somewhere. So AI manipulate. Yeah, Bessie, we know this stuff, right? So where was I in the story? That's how I got this. Sometimes I look down at the damn comments and I get distracted. What was I saying, guys? Help me. I totally forgot what the hell I was talking about. I'm gonna wait for somebody to tell me what the hell I was talking about. And they said he kind of rules like a damn dictator. When we talked to Joe's brother, the one who just lost his wife, he says, I don't feel so good about Shine Joe because he kind of rules like a dictator. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, thank you, B, the woman that resigned, Ann Seltzer. Thank you so much. So I don't know if the newspaper forced her to resign or if she resigned on her own, but I feel bad for this lady because she's not wrong. She didn't get it wrong. And I looked to God in heaven and I said, God, I want Kamala to get in for us. I'm being selfish for us because I feel like she would have done things for us. I didn't even think we were going to get rich under her reign. I just thought we were going to get back our joy or peace. We could breathe without holding the bottoms of our belly, and we could help her work hard in getting things done. I just thought that's what was going to happen. And I said, but look at all these people who are losing their jobs because of this man, right? So many people lost their jobs in the auto industry because, oh, he's coming in and we're not going to make any more cars because, oh my God, I don't know what all. So tell me why this man is calling for them to investigate this lady. So my question to you is, If the lady said you weren't going to win and you ended up winning, why are you so pissed? Why you want to investigate this lady? If you really won, you'd take the win and run, right? So that already tells us that the answer to the question is he didn't win. He cheated, and he knows that it's like hell when you know you cheated. I told you guys before, when I was going for that silver play button, that button ain't worth shit, right? It didn't give me any more money. It didn't give me any more clout. It just gave me a sense of accomplishment, right? Because we worked hard on this together. I didn't do that alone. I can't get to 100,000 without having 100,000 people follow me, right? A lot of people look at that and go, how did you get that? Was it a clear path? How did you do it? You don't even have views. This is at the cooking page. You don't even have views for you to have that button. Did you buy it? You know, people ask me to wear this shit, right? And I'm like, I worked hard in getting these subscribers. When I first started to do YouTube, I didn't even know I needed subscribers. Joshua was the one that said, Mom, you're supposed to ask them to subscribe, because you need subscribers. Then later they said that in Notion that when you get to 100,000, you get that silver plaque. And when you get to 1 million, you get a gold plaque. And then I think you have to have 10 million to get to a platinum plaque or some shit like that. I don't even dream of a gold plaque because I don't feel like that's in the cards for me. And I'm not trying to be negative. Sometimes if I'm talking negative talk, you guys correct me. But that talk is not negative talk, because I will never do race bait and rage bait, and I'll never crash out on YouTube. Even when that bitch wrote me those nasty emails that one morning, or text messages, when she had no right to write that to me, and I cussed her out, you see what I did? I privatized the video afterwards. But I had to do something because she got me effed up, right? So I'm not going to get to 1 million subscribers. The only way you can get to 1 million subscribers is by doing race bait, rage bait, show your entire ass, literally, like that girl, the one that I talked about every now and again. I don't call her name over here, that YouTuber. She was drunk in the back of a car. Her husband is someplace else. Her kids is God knows where. And she only had on like a onesie where her entire ass was out. And she turned around to the camera and said, "Kiss my ass." What the hell are you doing without pants on in the back of a car, girl? With a man that's not your husband? Turning tricks, right? So when it comes to this thing right here, it was just a sense of accomplishment that I got from it, because I didn't make any more money. But there was a time when I was close. When the pandemic started, I was real close to getting to that 100,000. And it didn't happen the year 2020 that it was supposed to happen. I'm like, good God, when is it going to happen? Right? And I told Joe, I said, one thing for sure that I would never do is buy subscribers. It's cheap enough. You can get 10,000 subscribers for like $50, right? But they're bots. So why do that? You're not going to make no money, right? So I'm like, I'm not going to do that, because if I did that, I wouldn't have no joy in showing that silver button. I wouldn't have no joy in unboxing it. I would just go quietly into the room and go, oh, I cheated to get it though. I don't like cheating. I never cheated on none of my tests. Oh, I'm going to make sure I find those test results and show you guys in maybe tomorrow's video. But I wanted to address a couple of things that I said yesterday in yesterday's video that I wanted to make clear. When I told you guys that I get kicked out of churches and stuff for saying God is not in control, and God is not in control because he gave us free will, I forgot to say this part, that God is in control when you give him control. All right. So you're praying on something, you don't know how to fix it, and you say, God, I give this over to you. I can't fix it. It's beyond me. It's bigger than me. And you leave it there with him. You don't go to him like kids when they bring you their broken toys and you're trying to fix it and it's intricate to fix and they're like, give it back to me. You took too long to fix it. No, don't do that. Leave it in his hands. Then he will take control and he'll fix it. So it's not that he can't take control. He just gave humans free will. And so we can use our free will to do whatever the hell we want. That's why they use their free will to cheat. All right. So that's about that lady. People don't like to hit the like button. Yeah, they don't. And over here, I really don't care right now, Hazel, honestly, because I like the group that we have right here, the 7 to 14, 18 people that comes in here, because I feel like we're like-minded right now and we're kind of sharpening each other like iron sharpens iron. And at some point, once the thing is resolved, because it will be resolved, between now and March of next year, I believe it'll be resolved. I don't think it's going to be resolved in January because these recounts haven't really started yet, right? They're going to have to show the big steal. Once they show the big steal, then automatically Trump effing loses. But I don't want it to be where Kamala just takes over and we don't get the Senate and the damn House. They're going to need to recount for that reason and recount to show what Kamala really won. How the hell they gonna say he win on account of all the votes yet? You know, so and then they switched. They did the big switcheroo. Okay, so let's go back to the I heard somebody call him Leon Muskrat, so I'm gonna start calling him Leon Muskrat instead of Musty. And he picked a pissing match with the I think do they have presidents in Brazil or do they have prime minister? Well, the leader of Brazil, I think it's Brazil. Her name is Silva or De Silva. And I guess they kicked his Twitter out of their country. Thank you, Jesus. And he said something to her, I guess. And she said, go F yourself. And she didn't care how she said it, right? And he said, okay, watch if you're going to win elections next time. What does that tell you? How is it that we down here on the low part of the totem pole can see what the hell happened, but the people higher up in government can't see shit? Are they blind? I'm choosing to believe that only a few people know what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris knows, and they're not telling them, and so they're just spewing their talking points. You know, what's his name? Schumer. Schumer always pissed me off. Schumer's like one of those old freaking uncles that have the weird dad jokes and shit like that. You know, and it's like, come on. This gone are the days of you guys doing handshakes and back deals and stuff, and then still front stab each other. That shit is over. I feel like the oligarchs are all going to come. These people have so much money, bajillions of dollars, that it doesn't even like feel real to me. How the hell do you have like $700-800 million or billion or whatever? How do you even count that kind of money? Where do you keep that kind of money? Is that money for real? Is that money just overinflated bullshit? How do you have all this? How did Leon Muskrat become the richest man in the world? I don't even believe that's true. I believe that's all pumped up by AI. And I believe that they're all gone are the days of those stupid reality shows where people are famous for just being famous. I feel like all those days are coming to an end. I hate those shows. I hate those housewives shows. The only reality show I used to watch was the one with the little people. And even that shit wasn't real. It was all scripted, right? I met one of the little people one time at Costco and she goes, oh shit, that shit is scripted. I don't even live in LA. I live out here in Riverside. I say, oh goddamn, right? Little people of LA. They don't even live in LA. Those places were not recorded in LA. They recorded in Studio City or something like that. You know, so I feel like on Kardashians, they're all gonna come. And you see that little piece of shit Kardashian's son that she has with the asshole Kanye West, and he put out a meme right before the elections and put out that like he stepped in some shit and behind him was Kamala's face. I'm like, how old are you, little test tube baby? Little test tube baby boy. And you know we don't like to pick on kids, but kids can get some of this too. You know, your mother couldn't carry you, so you were born through surrogate, and that's the bullshit they're trying to take away from people. Oh God, don't get me started. We'll call him Muskrat. Okay, we'll call him Muskrat. It's a president. Thank you. It's a president from Brazil, and they refused it. Belize need to refuse it too. But I feel like Shine would be one of them that will say, let's take it so I could win next time. No, we don't want to win by cheating. The hell, when I was little, and every year, every time they had election, George Price win again, my granny used to say, Maurice, I think we're winning at the voting and losing at the goddamn counting. How the hell did he win again? And they didn't hate George Price. I think George Price is really my grandpa's cousin. I think they're cousin because Jane is my grandpa's cousin, his sister. And I don't think George and Jane had different parents. But they didn't vote for him. They're like, no, George, we don't like the way you're taking this country. We're voting for somebody else. And it was all civil. Not now. Anybody with Tech Starlink is like they want just the right wingers to win. Where the hell did this AI ass monkey looking man come from? Muskrat. Can we like send him to Mars on one of his jet things that he does up into space? Just send him away. That's what I was asking God. I said, God, could you just like take all of them away? You say to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Let them be in your presence, Lord. That's how I prayed today. I was really being sarcastic. Let them be in your presence and absent from the body. Jesus Christ. Because of BTL, I hope they refuse him. Because even if PUP have to win from now till the end of time, and I'm not PUP, I would rather the elections be honest. I don't like cheating bullshit. I don't like men that cheat on their wives. I don't like wives that cheat on their men. I don't like people who cheat on their taxes and get away with it. I don't like people who cheat to get food stamp. I don't like people who cheat to get, Medi-Cal. I just don't like cheating. I don't have any space in my brain for it. It's like, no. you know? And it's chilly today. That's why I have, I don't know where this jacket came from. Dean says it's not his. I feel like it belongs to Dean and he just didn't remember because it's a tiny jacket, but it's fitting. It's fitting. Oh, I can't wait to weigh on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I feel like I at least hit the 180. I feel good about the 180 from 184 point something to 180, and I would feel happy with 180. If it's less, I'd feel happier, but I feel happy with 180. I told you guys that I'm gonna like be happy wherever I'm at as I'm going through the process. I'm not gonna let it stress me out, right? Jada made this wonderful dinner today. It was a sushi bake where she has all the crap that you put in sushi, shrimp and imitation crab and the wafer paper thing for sushi and the sauce and white rice. And oh my God, that thing was so good. Joe was like, I need seconds. I'm like, you don't like what my daughter cooks? Go away. Oh, remember the puppy? Shh. I afraid for Ono because someone might rat me out to Joe. So Jada was on Craigslist and she said she's been doing that from time to time, like over the past 4 weeks. She hasn't never looked before because we lost Winnie on July 12th, right? And God, Winnie took a piece of her heart when Winnie left, man. So she never looked. And she said, I'm not going to look till next year, like after my birthday. I want the dog to be born on my birthday. And that's who I'm going to get for my dog next year, February or March or something. And Joe just got through railing up yesterday because we have to, feed Cora again. And he's like, I'm so sick of feeding these goddamn dogs. I'm like, Daddy, it's one dog. It's one dog. Blah, 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 blah. And, Joe has to rail up every now and again. And you let it get him out his system because then he's calm after that, right? So the dog that I showed you guys, I'm going to read what you said in a second, Bessie, darling. Hold on. The dog that I showed you, Jada just looked at her and didn't follow up into it, right? It looks like a full lab. It's a girl, and it's the only one left. We don't know why nobody didn't pick her up. And it says, female black lab to a good home, well-behaved, calm and loving puppy needs a forever home. I think that's what got to Jada, calm and loving, because that's what Winnie was. Winnie was never rambunctious. She was the runt of the litter. Only her and one sister was left behind. The sister was already promised to a guy that was coming later that day. The sister was vivacious and just annoying. And Winnie was just like, no, I'm scared, And she had a lot of fears. That dog Wednesday had a lot of fears, but we coped with her fears. She was afraid of the fly swatter. She was afraid when we opened the kitchen window because the blinds are like that. And when we slammed the window shut, it scared her. The minute a fly comes in, she would run into the room and hide because she knew we were going to pull the fly swatter. She had a lot of fears, but we just loved her through all her fears. So Joe don't want no more dog in here, but that's why we never moved the dog bed. Because if we move the dog bed and Joe put something there, that's it. No more dog. And so Jada says, when Jada came home, she says, I didn't look into it because I don't know if it's the right time. I feel like I'm, cheating on Winnie. Daddy was already screaming, like you said, and I just left it alone. So this morning she woke up again and she says, I'm going to text him. So she texted the number and nobody responded, right? She said, I want to find out how old the dog is, why she's the last one to get chosen. What's the dealio? Is she home trained? Has she had her shots? Is she disease free? Where the hell is Murietta? She just wanted to ask questions and nobody responded. So I guess at some point she called and a guy answered. A girl placed the ad, but a guy answered. And he said that we still have the dog. Is she still available? And then, that's how the call went. And Jada says, I didn't hear what else he said. And then she says, what do you want? She thought he said, can you call me back in a couple of hours? And she says, you want me to call you back in a couple of hours? And then the call ended. And that was that. So Jada texted the number and go, do you want me to call you back in a couple of hours? And she went to work. So I don't know that she'll follow up on it, right? Because it's a full-fledged lab. I'm kind of scared of full breeds. I'm kind of scared of full breeds because they have things in them that go wrong. That's why all our dogs are mixed breeds, right? So I don't know. I'm just leaving it up to Jada, and I'm gonna claim plausible deniability. And none of you in here better call Joe and tell him shit and say Barbara nude, because I'm gonna say I didn't know. What? if Jada goes gets that puppy and she walks in, that puppy or any puppy in the future, and she walks in, oh daddy, I have a new puppy. I'm gonna say I didn't know shit. She picked it up outside of the Walmart, and it was in a trash bin. And all right, let's see what some of you are saying. 27 app says, you look like you lost weight. I noticed that when you clicked on the live. I feel like I lost some more. Remember, I started at 193.5 and I got down to 184.4 or 184.2, something. I can't remember that damn number, but I have it in the video. And I told you guys I wanted to lose 3 to 6 more pounds from Halloween till the day before Thanksgiving, which is the 27th. So 27 days, I wanted to lose 3 to 6 pounds, right? And I always say 1 pound a week or 2 pound a week. That's what I was saying, right? So at 1 pound a week, I would have lost 3 more, which would have put me to like 181 point something. But I really feel like I'm 180 point something, right? So then when I weigh, if it's 180 point something, I'm okay with that. And if it's less, I'm more than okay with that. And whatever I am on that day that I weigh, I'm going to weigh again on December 20th on my wedding anniversary before we go out and eat that morning. So I'm just going to keep going. We're just going to keep going. Bessie said, I just want the truth. Sarita came in, right? Sarita, how did Christmas tree come out? I just want the truth to be exposed about the 2024 elections. AI was used to give more votes to Trump. The truth needs. Thank you, Bessie. Keep saying that with me. Because I've been screaming at Kamala. I keep calling her Mamala. Mamala, get up and fight. Get up and fight for yourself. Fight for us. Uncle Joe, please don't leave us to this wretched, wretched, wretched man. If you have the evidence, put it out there. Don't be afraid. In the name of your son, Bo, put it out there. That guy got brain tumor from fighting in these damn wars for us. That's what killed my uncle. He got lung cancer from fighting in that damn Desert Storm War. Him and one of my cousins from my dad's side, my uncles from my mom's side. Hazel said, it's cute. You guys better not rat me out, because that's what people tend to do to me. That's what people tend to do to me. I bring them into my confidence, and then they get pissed off because I don't do something that they want. And then I'm going to put you out there on blast. Okay, whatever. Whatever I said, I can stand behind. I don't go out there and tell people business. And the easiest thing for me to do is walk away from you, because I don't like confrontation. Just walk away. What the song said, walk away, leave with my blessings. And I truly mean that. Go. I don't wish you no death, no harm, no illness. I just wish that I don't ever have to see you again. That's how I do it. And if I have to see you again, I ask God to let me see you first before you see me. And it's always happened that way with that bitch from around the bend. You know who it is, 27 Ave. Every time we've seen her, she don't even live in this neck of the woods anymore. She live up there in the mountains. After Granny died, they move out into the mountains. But she come up into this neck of the woods to shop. And every time we go somewhere, we see her. In Costco, I'm always seeing her bend the curve going down another aisle, when I'm like, bitch, I'm not going down that aisle. Don't talk to me. The other day in Walmart, this is the cashier at this register. This is Joe in front of the cashier. And then there's another cashier behind this cashier, right? And so then there's another customer like right here. So the customer's back is turned to this cashier. I'm the cashier. The customer's back is turned to this cashier, and Joe's here. That person comes and hand the cashier a pen, Joe's cashier, and it was her. And Joe said, that bitch pretended not to see me. I said, it's the black thing. I know it's the black thing. They acted like the grandma wasn't racist, but I think the rest of them are. Unfortunately, cheating is being pushed in order for some people to get what they want, from lying on college essays to get into lying on their resumes to lying and cheating at any price. It's true, Diane. That lying on the college thing, I never did get that too. If your kid is not smart enough to go to that school, oh well, oh hell, go to another school, right? The dog's beautiful though. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen with that dog. Josue, have you heard from Jira?
No.
Remember, I have to move my whole living room around. Girl.
Why do you have to move the whole living room around?
No, Sarita.
Oh.
What's up?
We're talking about me?
Yeah. Did you eat Jada's food that she made?
That was nice.
That shit was good.
It's really good.
And let me tell you something. The watermelon kombucha wasn't as good.
It's all right.
It wasn't as horrible as store-bought watermelon
Yeah,
kombucha,
It's better than that.
but it
though.
was aight. It was aight. It just wasn't sweet enough.
Yeah.
It wasn't bitter,
I
wasn't
think
sweet
the
enough.
watermelon needed to
But
be
the
better.
watermelon mixed with the strawberry cran juice. I
The
said,
cran-
Joel, go buy more watermelon. We're gonna make this. This is it. This is
The
it.
cran juice by itself is good, but it needed more time to get more fizz.
The strawberry cran needs 3 days
Yeah.
to build up the fizz. And the pineapple, somebody told me in here in the video
Yes.
yesterday that I need to put the pineapple in the fridge in 48 hours. The rest I can wait like 72 hours. That's what somebody told me. I'm
I
gonna do that
believe it.
next. I'm gonna do that next batch.
What was the one that exploded?
Pineapple.
Yeah.
And it had to be mine.
Yeah.
Why mine? That's why I'm drinking Jada's. So Rita, from the time the elections were coming up, I'm saying I'm gonna put up my Christmas tree once Kamala wins. And I cleared my spot, girl. So I was ready. And after they cheated, you know, and I had that stomach gut punch for 2 days, I'm like, F it. I'm not even gonna do Christmas this year. Christmas could just go fly a kite somewhere. And then as I come on every day with you guys and we talk this thing through, I realize that I'm not gonna let them steal my joy. I'm like, he's not gonna get in. This time frame where he's dancing this monkey dance right now, putting in all these assholes in this cabinet, is who all they're gonna snare, you know. When they throw the net, is all of them gonna get caught in the net, whoever he put in there. You see how he picked that boy Gets for Attorney General and he coming down? The file is already leaked. The file is leaked. I can't wait till somebody put it out there. The file on him is leaked. God, where all he no do. Not just the sex trafficking here in America, but I think internationally. Where all this Lee Bali Matt Gaetz, he adopted this young man, Nelson. Nelson, I think, only 5 years younger than him. And he adopted as his son. I said, your son? Me love you long time. Is that the kind of son? What the hell going on with here, Nelson? Which man 5 years older than the next man adopt a whole man? What the hell is this? I think he was like 25 when Nelson was like 18 when he had. I said, what the Ross this? So, anyways. Yeah, we got to continue celebrating life no matter what happens. But I'm still believing God. Like one of my favorite card readers that I love because I love her sense of humor. She's constantly throwing cards, say, oh, is this one going to get in the cabinet? No, no, no. The cards just keep saying no. And I said, have you ever sat and thought about the fact that the cards are saying no because Trump's not getting in? Why are you guys going down this avenue? I said, that's why we can't get nothing from God because you guys already gave up. I was pissed and I like her. She came and she hearted my comment. I was like, I don't like people around me when I'm asking God for something that give up. Like me, because I wanted to find that young man to give him that food, I would have driven all over bloody town to find him. That's how I roll. I become stalkerish. But Joe's like, nope, we're going to the park, and if he's not there, we're coming back home. Joe will not go the extra mile. I'll go the extra mile if I want to do something nice for you. I'll go the extra mile. We'll make him another meal one day. Probably Thanksgiving, he'll be able to get a good meal because I will get his phone number before then. Yeah. So I can hardly walk with this stupid knee, guys, and it wasn't like this before. I think it's the stairs that I did, though. But as soon as I'm done with this live, I'm going to go put some heat on it because the heat is taking it down, though. The heat is working. I have a heating pad that can plug in. I'll plug it in and just wrap it and just sit quietly on the couch while I edit that next kombucha video. That I'll probably put that up tomorrow because I think I have to do voiceover. Oh, my God, that video got out of control. That video is too many parts. I don't like to make videos that have too many parts. It's hard to edit. Then I don't get no views. And then that pisses me off, right? Yeah, so I have these people that I'm watching. I still don't know who these ladies are. Rosie Insights, I think it's called, and Rosie and Corina. If you put Rosie and Corina, Corina, in the thing, you never see Corina's face, but you hear her voice and they talk about their insights that they get psychically. And I think it's the same thing what we're doing here, talking about our intuition, but they are always right on the money with what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, that's confirmation as to what I was thinking, you know? So I like their stuff. It keeps me calm. I like Lady G and I like Meister Tarot, Magister, I think it's spelled Meister Tarot, that Australian lady. I like her. And she says, people are asking me why I'm not waffling back and forth like the other readers saying that, you know, what if Trump gets in, yada, yada. And she goes, because I just don't see him in. And he goes, if I'm wrong, I'm going to have to throw my whole channel away. But I just don't see him getting in. I've never seen, even without the cards, just my own psychic abilities, I've never seen him get in. I say, okay, girl, you go, girl. So yeah, Jada made good lunch today, and we're gonna eat the panadas. We're gonna eat Aaron's panadas today. No, I have his still set aside. We have extra. I only eat one. You know, Joe make a big panada, so I eat one because I have to stay within. I want to be able to eat everything that I love and not suffer. Okay. Let's see what Bessie said. Bessie said, "I'm for the truth. The TV networks and the political strayerists, strategists, oh, strategists. Sorry, Bessie, don't go retype it. Don't go retype it. I got it. Strategists said we wouldn't know the presidential winner for a day. Exactly. Exactly. They know they cheated, and that's why he wants to have immunity going back to election day. We already know. They don't have to convince us. I stopped watching the tarot readers. I'm going day by day and watch whatever I feel like. I've been watching Rosie and Corina B, and they're right on the money, and they don't read cards. They don't read cards. I like the Meister Tarot lady too. Cool. Yeah, watch whatever gives you peace though. Bessie, didn't I tell you you don't have to go retype the word? I got it. I know how the phone is sometimes. Yeah, so I was able to like clean up in here really, really good and find a peaceful spot for me to sit and do this. I don't think I want to do this at 3 o'clock, but it might end up being 3 o'clock. What do you guys think? Because I was out there running. They sent my new meter that I need for that one thing that I do, but it has to charge for 4 hours before I put it on. And they said to send them back the old meter. So I had to go to the post office to send that back today. So that's all I did. I went out and what did I do first? You guys say a prayer for me because I'm gonna have to deal with DirecTV again because they want me to pay the whole month that I owe that for the whole month of bill, and then they're gonna prorate for the time that I wasn't with them because I quit in the middle of the month. And then at some point, give me back my money. And I said, no, we're not doing that. So I got somebody on the phone that prorated it and told me what I owed, and I paid it today, right? And when I went to go pay, the guy says, but it says you owe $70. I said, no, they prorated that stuff. No. And he goes, well, you're gonna have to call them because I'm telling you, they're saying that their DirecTV can burn in hell along with the rest of the oligarchs. I promise you. Bessie said, we have to plan change for Thanksgiving food. It's going to be traditional thanks to the youngest person in the house. What happened to the tamales? I'm in the call for the tamales. Jordan Holla. Christmas, they make some beef. And I said, can it be oxtails if we can afford oxtails? And he says, well, you could buy a package at Walmart because Costco is expensive. You have to get 2 packages at Costco. And he goes, and then bake a chicken. I'm like, where the hell chicken come from? He goes, because we can't afford oxtail for everybody in here. Everybody get one bite. Everybody get a piece of food. Mm-hmm. Girl. Well, I don't think Thanksgiving is going to be stressful for me. I'm going to buy the Oreo cookie and separate it and blend it up into crumbs early because that stuff takes a lot of time to do when you want to do the cheesecake. That way I could just set that up with the butter, bake the thing, put the filling, put it in the fridge. And then I'll do the chocolate cake. That's all we doing. Ain't no whole bunch of desserts over here. You crazy. Mm-mm. And then Joe does the rice and beans. I do the turkey. I do the stuffing. I do the potato salad. So the burden is left on me. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so but I remain encouraged. I haven't had any moments where I'm like, oh my God, I'm fearful. Like when my sister sent me that thing with Oz doing Medicare, I'm like, what the? Oh God, oh God. I'm like, that's why I named the thing, God did not bring us this far just to bring us this far. He's still doing, he's still working. Why? Because we all gave him control of the situation. And I know that I personally have given him control because I'm not stressed out. I'm just looking around for all the blessings that God has given to me. Remember all the testimony. You know, when David was going to go up against Goliath, right? David remembered in his past that he killed a bear and he killed a lion. And he says, I can take down this uncircumcised Philistine. But David had 5 stones in his pockets. And he used one and he took out Goliath. Why did he have those 4 other stones? I believe it's because Goliath had 4 brothers. He was going to take them all out. So we feel like David going up against Goliath. But remember, we killed a bear before and we killed a lion before. and we can take down those uncircumcised Philistines. Muskrat and Trump and Orban and Bibi and all these a-holes, Peter Thiel. You notice they raid two people concerned with Peter Thiel, right? That Alfie Oates and that Shane some shit. Them people are flipping, you know. Them two people are already flipping. She wants cornbread. What the hell? That legal no Belizean. She want cornbread. What the hell? Nobody don't like no damn cornbread. My mom was the only one used to like cornbread. Then when my dad would come, I have to go buy a can of that stupid ass cranberry for him. Don't nobody eat that. Then he says, I want my American plantain. That's what he called cranberry, American plantain, because it has a sweetness to it. I said, we want for we real Belizean plantain. Joe already have his plantain lock up under darkness to get right. The hell? You coming back, Hazel? Yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up right at the hour mark because this bloody leg, they hurt. Ooh, Jesus. Let me stand up and stretch it before I get blood clot. I'm going to go put that heat on it, guys. So, yeah, let me show you guys the room. The room look really, really nice. Hold on. See that over there? I put a lead, what do you call it? Mickey over there. See, I have all that stuff like that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. When we're done, I'm going to have Joshua come sit quietly in here, and we're going to get to the bottom of what's making that noise. There was a nasty smell coming. Besides the floor, the kitchen floor is nasty. We have to dig up the wooden kitchen floor, and then we're going to sanitize it real good. It's the concrete because our house is built on concrete. And then we're going to buy the peel and stick tile. We're not going to do the ceramic tile. And we're going to redo the kitchen floor because with all the flooding, there's water trapped underneath, and it really has a bad odor. But there was another order going on that was fighting with the bad odor. And I'm like, what the hell is it? Is it the water heater? Because, we bought a used water heater. I'm like, is it leaking? Joe goes, no, I don't see any leaks underneath that. So something just doesn't smell good. Finally, I figured out what it was. It was a trash bag. Joe bought those trash bags a while back, but they're supposed to have a scent of mint in it, but it never smelled like mint to me. It smells flowery and awful, god awful. I'm very sensitive to smells, right? And if something doesn't smell right for me, it changes my entire mood. So if I go into a room of crowded people right now, that's why I don't like going to the movies. I'll come back to the bag. I don't like going to the movies. I haven't gone to the movies in about 5 years. I don't like going. I heard the noise again. I feel like there's something trapped in the floor, but how did it get trapped? I don't know. So, what if it's a snake? Oh shit. I don't like going to the movies because you smell popcorn, you smell the coconut oil from the popcorn, you smell nachos, you smell the jalapenos, and those things, when they start to mix together, it upsets my stomach, right? It's like, oh God, I can't. You smell people's perfume, you smell people's scents, their body odors. I can't deal with the movies. It's too much for me. I get a massive headache. So I don't go to the movies, right? I'd rather just stay here and watch Lifetime movies. So that scent was getting to me. And I told when Joe emptied out the trash bin, I said, where are the trash bags, Joe? I can't find the trash bags. And he goes, oh, we ran out. So I'm using a stash we had in garage. And I said, we had a stash in the garage from whom? And he goes, I think we bought it a long time ago, but you didn't like something about it. And I said, was it the handle? Because I want them to have the pull string. And he goes, no. And I said, I went to go get one and the scent hit me. And I go, oh my God, it's these smelly ass trash bags. And he goes, shut up and just put it in the thing. You're just sickening with your damn nose. When I say in British, I don't like cornbread. I don't like biscuits. And cornbread is too much like a biscuit. I don't like any kind of biscuit, not even Johnny Cake. I'm not a biscuit loving person. Okay, make we hear what Diane say. Diane said, did you hear about the Nazi marching in Cleveland, Ohio the other day? Those same folks listened to Teletubby about the Haitian immigrants. Yeah, those people are crazy. No, she's not. But they're very Southern. Oh, you in Georgia, you in the South. I was supposed to live in Alpharetta, Georgia. When Joe lost his job in 2002, The company he worked for was trying to bus him out to another company to print for them, and it was Alpharetta, Georgia. I say, hell no. I am not living in the South. I don't even want to visit the South. I'm afraid of them people might lynch me. Joe said, damn. There was one spell too. We were going to live in Santa Barbara, California. And that's because Joe had a job offer out there. And he told his company, I have an offer from this company in Santa Barbara. And I'm really thinking of taking it. And they go, how much are they offering you? And Joe told them, and they gave Joe whatever they were offering. So we didn't move to Santa Barbara. Jory, okay, let me give you a quick update on Jory, then we're going to say bye because it's right at the hour mark. I just heard the sun. No. Let me see what Sarita said. I'm telling you, I just heard the sun just now too, lol, but seriously. The sun? S-U-N? I'm gonna have to ask Sarita what the hell she said. So Jory applied for a job at a middle school in town. It's a little bit further away from where he was applying in town. It's in the north side of town, but he said it's closer to Mabel's high school, so it would be a hop, skip, and a jump to just grab her and come home. So it would be more convenient that way. It wouldn't be convenient for him to come this way and bother us. Every time Joey calls me and I don't answer his call, he pitches a tantrum. I'm already dead. I'm great and I'm dead. Why can't you answer the phone when I call? I'm like, Jesus Cristo. And my phone was left in the office after I'd done it my live. So anyways, he applied for the job. It would be the same kind of position where you would pull the kids out of the classroom when they fall behind. And he's not holding his breath. He's in that point now. He was excited several times. But he's like, whatever, it is what it is. And he says, I'm not even trying to not have hope to temper my you know how they say people will say, well, I don't want to have too much hope so I don't be too disappointed when I don't get it. He says it's not even about that. It's about just like everybody just keeps winning and we just keep losing and I'm just broken. And he goes, I'm just done. And he said, whatever. But the librarian at the school where he works at right now as a teacher's aide is friends with the principal at that school, and she says it's not an acquaintance. He's a personal friend of mine, and I'm going to put a good word in for you. And apparently she did because he has an interview lined up. But like Jory said, we're not trying to jump up and down yet because the principal can very well interview him knowing fully well that he or she wants to hire somebody that's already working at her school. And Jory told the friend, please tell him do not waste my time and interview me if he knows he already knows who he's going to hire. Jory says, I understand that because my principal at my school knows who he would hire me. My throat's itching. If a position open. So why interview somebody else and waste their time? So he has an interview for December the 6th after we come back from Thanksgiving break, okay? No, bring anything God never answered. Where's a gift? What are you saying? William Graves, who are you? He said, no, bring anything God never answered. We don't know what he's saying. Clarify yourself so we can know that you're not a troll. If you're not a troll, you're welcome into this space. If you are a troll, you're going to get whopped in the head with a wrench because we have a bunch of wrenches in here. And we believe that if you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. Okay? So December the 6th, he has the interview. And at least he was still motivated at that point. And he goes, well, I guess they didn't turn me down. He said, I guess they didn't turn me down right away, mommy. And I feel for him because it angers us that they already know who they're going to hire. They post the job just to be legal about it, to interview the person that they want to hire. And then he wastes all his PTO. What the hell is this? Hello? Yeah. Nicole, stop playing on my phone. Get it out. What do you want? She goes, "Don't talk to me like that." She comes on the phone. She's talking to her coworker. Yeah, hello. My name is Nicole. And then she pauses because I'm not saying nothing. And I go, "What do you want?" "Don't talk to me like that." Okay, I don't know what the hell you saying. William, are you smoking weed or something? Name of God, Son of God, a name of why problem with the Holy Spirit, Yeshua ben Yosef. Yeah, that's the name of my son. Why are you calling my son's name? My son is Yeshua ben Joseph. Yeah, I have a son in here that's Joshua ben Joseph. And it means Joshua, son of Joseph. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Anyways, guys, thanks for coming in. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Hopefully, I try to move it up to 2 o'clock. Pray for me because I just had so much to get done today. And we'll have another good topic tomorrow. Stay encouraged, okay? Stay with me. Please don't leave. Stay with me. It's not even 21 days yet. Remember, Daniel was in the lion's den 21 days. All right? Bye. No, I said the sound in your house. You heard it? Sorry, you heard it? Sarita heard it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stay quiet after I end this live. Let's stay quiet now. Shh. Don't say nothing. You see how long we waited and it didn't do it? At first, I thought it was a box that's next to my computer, and the box has something to do with the internet, like the Wi-Fi or something. But Joshua says it doesn't have a hard drive, so it's not spinning. When he felt it, he goes, "No, it's not this. It's not the computer because the computer's not on. It's not none of these lights because we turn off these lights when we hear it. And it's over there by that table. But it's all open over there. I can't see nothing." I iced it the first few days. You know, Hazel, when I first fell, I only had a scrape. And then suddenly I saw a bruise on top of the knee, and I go, okay, well, it came 2 days later. And then the bruise started to travel up on top of the knee and then below the knee. But it was just the bruise. It's ugly to look at. But then it started to swell up Monday. And I think it's because I climbed the stairs at the library. And then when I put the heat thing, I have a heat thing that Joe got that you're supposed to put it on the outside of your clothes, and it goes through and it feels like some stones in. Oh, it feels so good. But I'm gonna go put the electric heating pad first, and I'm gonna leave that heat thing for when I go to bed tonight to put that on as I go to bed, you know. So Sarita heard it. I'm telling you, there's something in this room. I'm gonna investigate first to see if it's man-made, and if it's a spirit, child, we're gonna tangle in here because I'm not leaving my house for no spirit. We's gonna fight. We's gonna fight. Cora's outside because she crazy. The wind is blowing, so Cora done lost her cotton picking mind again, so she don't come inside when the wind blows. She thinks she's Pocahontas walking in that wind. I have the blessed oil. Girl, let me get the blessed oil. Bessie says ghost. Bessie says ghost. Lord have mercy, mercy. Everybody in the party, party, party. There's a big hole in that wall from what the cable wire used to come through here. I got the blessed oil. Child, we're going to bless this room. All right, guys, let's end this one. We went over the time, and I'm almost to the 20 hours on this account. We're going to have to switch to the next account soon, okay? I love you all. Stay encouraged, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye.